What's going on, Ball Nation? Frank, House of Orange Sports Channel. Setup's a little different tonight, but it's going to fluctuate back and forth. So just hang with me here for a little bit. But we're going to talk Tennessee basketball recruiting, and there's a massive projection to Tennessee today. Make sure you hit that like, the share, the subscribe. Thank you for the support along the way. Travis Branham, 24/7 Sports today, projects Nate Ament to Tennessee. That's huge. That's huge. The only thing is it's got to get across the finish line first. But a lot of the talk we've heard, it's been basically Tennessee, not in any particular order. Tennessee, Duke, Louisville, Kentucky. That's really kind of been your main ones. And Arkansas. Also, that's kind of been your main five. Tennessee, we've heard they're in it, they're out. They're in it, they're out along the way. Now it seems that we're on the home stretch. Tennessee is firmly in this thing. Talked about it this weekend in some of my videos. I said that what I'm looking at, because they had the Nike Summit this past weekend. And if you're Nate Ament, you're up there with fellow Duke commits. You're up there with the Boozer twins. And, to me with that, it could have went one of two ways. You're either like, yeah, I'm ready to go play with these guys. We're going to build something. We're going to do our thing this year. Because Nate Ament is basically a one-and-done guy. All right, let's face the fact. And they've talked about it along the way that he's not the number one overall prospect right now, but I've seen talk about he could be number one overall. I don't know if the final projections or anything are done on that. And frankly, I don't really even care if he's number one. Number one, number three, who the hell cares? It's still, he's one of the top dudes in all of the nation. But I said it could be, you play with the Boozers, you feel pretty good about what you're doing, or you're like, you know what? I want to carve my own path here and do your own thing. If you're Nate Ament, all right, you've already got Jacoby Gillespie, you got Jalen Carey coming in. Really, with Tennessee, it's pretty obvious at this point. Your three main targets right now, in no particular order: Nate Ament, Rodney Rice, Elijah Freeman. That's where it's at. And honestly, it sounds realistic that all three could happen. I would not put a penny on any of it happening, or on all three of it happening. But here we are. Grant Ramey, on three, VolQuest.com. People asked him, people were going on about it. Grant Ramey worked at 24/7. He worked for Go Vols 24/7. He commented tonight, he said, I'm familiar with Travis Branham. And he said, if he's making a projection, it's pretty legit. He said, I know him from working there. Basically, and I'm not quoting him on it, he's basically saying if Branham's making a projection for Nate Ament to Tennessee, it's got some legs to it. Rick Barnes was just in with him earlier in the week. This staff has decided they're going all in with him. NIL, it is what it is. I'm not even going to predict on NIL. I don't care about it. All right. Here's what I'm looking at is with the players themselves. Ament, first projection to Tennessee from a very valid source in Travis Branham. You got to get excited about that. The thing of it is, earlier in the week, it said Nate Ament was on about 1 to 2 weeks from deciding. There's no projected date, and he was supposed to have his original commit date was the McDonald's All-American game. He pushed it back. That worked in the favor of Tennessee. And here's the thing of it. If you're Rick Barnes or Tennessee and you get this guy, let him play. got to let him play. You got to let him, if he makes mistakes, so be it. Let him play his game. If you get a top 5 overall recruit, if you want to get more of them, you're going to let them play. You're not going to nitpick the piss out of them or anything like that. You got Jacoby Gillespie, you got Jalen Carey. You have got the setup right now. Rodney Rice was supposed to visit USC this week. I saw just a few minutes ago he was supposedly on a visit to Arizona tonight. So I wouldn't necessarily just pencil him in just yet. If you're still visiting, what's it coming down to? Is it going to be about money or is it going to be about fit? I think basically you're looking at Villanova, Tennessee, USC, Arizona. All of them are going to pay him some money. There's no doubt about it. But which one provides the best fit? To me, it still makes the most sense. You've got Jacoby Gillespie, who was his backcourt mate last year, who was his roommate at Maryland. That one still makes the most sense to me because I have to think that Tennessee, if it's money-wise, is still investing. They're offering a good amount. And it's pretty obvious at this point that Rice, Ament, Freeman are year 3. Freeman just wrapped up his visit. I'm not sure if it went just yesterday or if it went overnight. Somebody I trust a lot with information texted me today and said that they feel very good about Freeman on this. So we'll see. We'll see where it is. The home run, absolute best case scenario for Tennessee. If you land Rice, you land Ament, you land Freeman to go along with Carey, to go along with Jacoby Gillespie. Then you've got coming back Felix Okpara, J.P. Estrella, Cade Phillips, Bishop Boswell. You add that to your 3 high school guys as well. Now, anything at this point is a luxury. And what I like is they're targeting shooting. Some of the guys I've mentioned already have committed. Last time I recorded the basketball, I mentioned Donovan Atwell, UNC Greensboro. He has committed to Texas Tech. He's off the board. I thought he made a pretty good guy who's in it. But, man, you've got some pretty good players who've entered the portal the last couple of days. So where does this thing go? Tennessee's obviously focused on 3 guys. If they get all 3 of them, home run, grand slam that they've done. We'll see where it goes from here. There's always names going to be mentioned that's out there. But to me right now, if I mention those names, it's a waste of time. The bottom line is the focus is Rodney Rice, Nate Ament, Elijah Freeman. That's where they're wanting to go. Who cares who comes off the bench at that point? You need depth. You can't just have 5 really good players and nothing behind them. Tennessee saw it this past season. You need shooting. They're targeting it. Nate Ament talked about some of the comments he said was they had Dalton Connect, they had Chaz Lanier. Chaz Lanier's graduating. He said, I could come in and provide that shooting that they're looking for. That's where we're at. Barnes is all in on these 3 guys. If he gets them, to me, that's a Final Four team. Gillespie, Rice, Ament, Carey, Felix Okpara, that's your starting 5. You got coming off the bench, Estrella. You've got Elijah Freeman. Boswell need a big offseason from him. They're going to add more guard play. There's no doubt about it. You can't just stop at Gillespie, Rice as your guards. If you get them. Rice, if he's still visiting, it's definitely not a done deal. But you've got to like – I still like where Tennessee's at in that Rodney Rice recruitment. Maybe we'll have that short again this year where I just step back and tell you, just trust the process, all right? Said it last year with Chaz Lanier. Felt pretty good about it, all right? Rodney Rice, trust the process, okay? He's taking visits. I don't blame him. Do your due diligence on this one. In the end, this guy I'm pointing at right here, which is me, I'm still projecting Rodney Rice is a Vol. I don't feel as strong. with Ament, with Tennessee going against Duke, I mean, it is what it is. Tennessee has beaten Duke for recruits. J.P. Estrella is one of them. We'll see I feel very good about them getting Rice and Elijah Freeman. Ament, we'll see where that one goes. But that's a pretty damn good sign that Travis Branham is projecting Ament to Tennessee. Keep you posted along the way with this bland backdrop for the time being, at least for a few days until I'm back to my new one. But this is kind of where we're looking at. But really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to record something, portal quarterbacks. There's been a little bit of news today. There's been a little bit of movement there. Where do they go? There's a lot to be said on that one. But, man, we've had an awesome response. Portal season is where this channel really, I love it. This is where I flourish. This is where we go with it as well. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, Lady Vols, portal season is our thing. So this is Frank, House of Orange. Make sure you hit the like, the share, the subscribe. Make sure you check out the links in the description. Channel memberships, channel Patreon, as little as $1 a month can go to greatly help the channel. Or if you want to say thanks, bottom right-hand corner, super thanks, always greatly appreciated as well. Frank, House of Orange, last but not least, go Vols.